Unit 7, past simple. The past simple is talk about completed actions that happened at a fixed time in the past. It is the most commonly used past tense in English. 7.1 Regular verbs in the past simple. To form a regular verb like the past simple, ed is added to the best form. Walter washed his car on today. We can say Tuesday and today. The verb ends in ed, fixed point in the past. How to form? Most verbs in the past simple do not change with the subject. Subject I, you, he, she, we, they. Past verb played. The same form is used for all subjects. Tennis yesterday. So we can make question. I played tennis yesterday. She played tennis yesterday. And examples. Last night I watched a documentary about Italy. Last Friday I danced with friends. Tom usually drives to work, but yesterday he worked instead. Teresa cleaned her bedroom last weekend before the party. Tom shaved off his beard yesterday. After work, Mia listened to music and started reading a new book. Spelling rules for the past. The past simple for all regular verbs and in ed, but for some verbs there are some spelling change too. Wash, washed. For many regular verbs, ed is added. Last letter is e. Dance, dance. Just d is added. Last letters are consonant and y. Try, tried. The y is removed and id is ended instead. A stressed final syllable ending consonant vowel, consonant stop, stopped. The last consonant is doubled and ed is added. Examples. Jump, jumped. Arrive, arrived. Carry, carried. Drop, dropped. Work, worked. Play, played. Save, saved. Decide, decided. Cry, cried. Hurry, hurried. Hope, hoped. Step, stepped. Irregular verbs in the past. Some verbs do not take ed to form the past simple. There are no specific rules about how to form irregular verbs in the past simple. I went swimming yesterday. Yesterday, today. Went in the past simple of go. Common regular verbs in the past. We need to know them. Go, went, have, had, do, did, put, come, came, see, saw. Examples. I swam in the 500 meter race. I came in the USA in 1980. We saw some rare birds. I did really well in school. Stu put his cup on the table. Sam ate 2 pizzas. We went to the zoo last week. They drank all the lemonade. They had a great vacation. Shayla drove to the park. 7.4 Be in the past. The past simple of be is completely regular. It is the only one verb in the past simple which changes depending on the subject. Past now. Traffic was bad, so we were late to school. How to form? The past simple of be changed with the subject. Subject I was late to school. You were late to school. He, she was late to school. We say were late to school. Examples. He was a doctor for 80 years. She was a Broadway star in the 1960s. There was a party last night. We were at the library yesterday. There were lots of people at the party. They were at the movies last week. The past simple negative. View number 8. The past simple negative is used to talk about things that didn't happen in the past. It was always formed the same way unless the main verb is be. 8.1. The past simple negative. The past simple negatives used did not or didn't with the base form of the main verb. The main verb is not put into the past simple. For example, I played tennis last week, but I didn't play yesterday. Last week, yesterday, today. Played is in the past simple. To make the negative, I didn't use to with the base form. Next one. Let's look once more. I played tennis last week. Yes, last past simple. But I didn't play yesterday. But yesterday I didn't play and we use negative form. How to form subject didn't based form of verb rest of sentence didn't or didn't are used to make the negative no matter that the subject is the base form of the main verb is used in the past simple negative. Subject I didn't go swim. I didn't go swim. And we can see examples. You didn't like the beach. They didn't buy the big expensive car. She didn't talk to anyone before the exam. Didn't is only used for emphasize or informal situations. I didn't eat all the chocolate. Emily didn't enjoy the theme park as much as Sarah. Hook didn't cycle to his work today. Common mistakes. Based forms in the past simple negative. We use them as a negative form for the past simple didn't plus the main verb in the base form is used. As main verb is never in the past simple. I didn't play tennis last night. Play should be in the base form. I didn't play tennis last night. The main verb should only go in the past if it is positive statement. Next one. 8.2. The past simple negative to be. To form the past simple negative to be, not is added afterwards where the book was interesting but the movie wasn't. The books were great but the movies were not. We can see here that we have a single form and we use words. We have here plural form, we use were. How to form subject movie was not interested. The movie were not interested. Examples. Kate wasn't feeling well. The cat wasn't in the house. He wasn't as often shot towards it. My parents were not pleased. The computers were not as often shorted to word. Unit number 9. Past simple questions. Questions in the past simple are formed using did. For past simple questions, this means the subject and the verb was were are swept around. 9.1. Questions in the past simple use did plus as the base form of the verb to ask a question in the past. For example, they bought a new car. In the statement, the main verbs is in the past simple. Did they buy a new car? Did goes before the subject. The main verb is in the base form. She visited her parents last week. Who did she visit last week? You can add question or words to ask open questions. How to perform? Did subject based from the verb rest of the sentence. And for example, we have did they buy a new car? Did they have a good time? Did you read a book on the beach? Did the rain all the night? Where did she meet her friends? And question verbs to make open questions. When did he go to the gym? Why did you buy so much food? 9.2. Questions in the past simple with be. To make a question using the verb be in the past simple, swap the order of the subject and the words were. For example, she was excited. In statement, the subject comes before the verb. Was she excited? In question, the verb is the subject's place, and the subject comes after the verb. You were excited. Were you excited? How to form words where was he, she, it excited. Where you, we, they excited. Was he good at playing tennis? Were they surprised by you? Why was she late for the party? Add question words to make open questions. What was the song called? Was there any cake at the party? Were we the last ones to arrive? What were the lectures about? What was the weather like? Number 10. The past continuous. The past continuous is used in English to talk about actions or events that were in progress at the same time in the past. It is formed with words were and present participle. 10.1. Past continuous. English used the past continuous to talk about when actions that were in progress in a certain time in the past. The past continuous shows the action went on for some time but is now finished. I knocked you on your door at noon, but you weren't home. What were you doing? I was eating lunch with a friend. Past continuous describes a continuation action. You can see here. I was eating lunch, and the action is not completed. Example, this time last week we were high in peril. He didn't go out because he was working late. When I lost my camera, we were swimming in the sea. The last time I saw him, he was washing his car. How to form words were followed by the present participle form the past continuous. Subject I was eating. Words or where is used depending on the subject. ing is added to the main verb. I was eating lunch with my friend. 10.2, the past continuous for setting. The past continuous is often used in storytelling to set a scene or describe a situation. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. Our children were laughing and playing in the street. The past continuous and the past simple. When English uses the past continuous and past simple together, the past continuous describes a longer background action, and the past simple describes a shorter action that interrupts the background action. Continue background action. I was taking a photo when a monkey gripped, interrupting an action my camera. Samples. He was sunbathing when it started to rain. I was moving the lane when you called. She was sleeping when the phone rang. I was having a bath when you knocked.